Hello, everybody. My name's KenWongVO, and I'm here to play some more Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown. This is going to be part 2 of the series, so let's play. We've unlocked the holodeck, but we can't have enough people to use it. I mean, losing one was bad enough, but I'm losing 2 uranium for some reason. Like we're leaking. Captain, I'm picking up a faint data stream with partial Kazon encoding, transmitting the coordinates to the Hell. A potential transmission. Further inspection may reveal Kula's position. L. Proceed with caution. This could be part of Seska's trap. Data stream? Are they a Twitch streamer too? You know, kind of wish that they have a panicky face or a happy face or just, you know, something to transition by. Just give it a few more dynamic emotions. We're being hailed by someone on the surface. Their signature is unfamiliar. No match in our database. It's Hakonian. Our people were at war with them for the better part of a decade. They won. Oh yes, of course. Were they eaten or something? Any idea what they want from you? No. On screen. I'm Captain Catherine Janeway of the Federation Starship Voyager. You requested to meet us. As I stated, Captain, I would like to speak to a Talaxian called Neelix. I'm Neelix. What do you want? I'll prefer to speak to you in private. Your life may depend on it. Just say what you have to say. Who are you anyway? Forgive me. I am Dr. Mabor Jetrel. You're... Captain. He's a mass murderer. He developed the Meteoron Cascade, a weapon of genocide. He killed my family. If I'd been on Vinax when the Cascade hit, I would have died with them. I don't deny it. I won't even try to apologize. I'm here to clean up the consequences of my sins. You were part of the team sent to Vinax to evacuate survivors, am I correct? Several of the rescuers later developed metremia. It's a disease caused by metrion radiation, and it can lie dormant for years. But once it activates, the body's atomic structure undergoes fission. Let me examine you, and maybe I'm touched by your tender concern for my health, but I'd rather swim with Krillilian eels than be examined by you. It's a simple examination. Your life may depend on it. I do remember him from the show, but I don't remember what happened. I think they were very forgiving with each other. They made peace, right? Neelix, if there's something wrong with you, our time together is precious. It would break my heart to lose even a moment of it. But alright then. Do your little examination, Doctor. But only on my terms. We do it on Voyager. We can keep an eye on you. You won't regret it. I'm not so sure about that. For everything for procedure, Dr. Jetrel. Oh, I mean, surely the EMH would oversee this procedure and therefore protect Neelix, right? Oh my gosh, this picture is not very flattering. With Neelix currently unavailable, his duties will be temporarily covered by Zibian. This well-traveled Talaxian. No wonder it's another Talaxian. I was wondering why. That's not Neelix. He's seen his share of Delta Quadrant, even surviving as a Kazon captive. He's a true survivor of a quiet, deep knowledge of the region. Zibian sought refuge in Voyager when chaos erupted in Jabin's slave camp, allowing him to escape. His presence will ensure a seamless transition. We're approaching the data stream source, Captain. It's a beacon. It's partially Kazon. The data stream is active, but heavily distorted. If we dismantle it, we might get the transcript. By being on board, for all we know, it could be a bomb. Do it! We'll risk it being aboard. No explosion yet, Captain. I want a thorough scan of his signatures. Afterwards, you're clear to dismantle it carefully. Several unidentified energy signatures. The beacon itself is a patchwork job, nothing special, but we've got the transcript. Let's hear it. Is your warp core feeling stressed? Are those pesky subspace fluctuations getting you down? Then you need the warp core de-stressifier 3000. Seriously? This revolutionary device uses patented tachyon therapy to soothe your warp core's delicate circuits. Say goodbye to warp core meltdowns and hello to smooth, relaxing warp travel. Come on, what is this, a Ferengi infomercial? I'm wondering if they offer a warp core spa package. Ensign, any other signals or information about this beacon? Negative, Captain. This is ad. No clues to the Kula, but I suppose we can't say the Delta Quadrant lacks for entertainment. Well, that was a humongous waste of time. Identical to a transport. It's Seska. Possible module test. Analysis of the energy spike's location may yield additional data regarding Kula's movements. Helm, proceed with caution. This could be a part of Seska's trap. My fears have unfortunately come true. Mr. Neelix is suffering from metromia. So I'm dying? With my knowledge on Voyager's technology, we may have a chance to cure you. Meaning, your transporters to give you the key to curing metromia. Even all these years after the bombardment, Rinax is still surrounded by a Metreon cloud. With relatively minor modifications, your transporter could possibly retrieve a sample of this cloud. To what end? If I could isolate the free isotope that causes the illness, I could synthesize an antibody, in theory at least. Is the isotope stable enough for transportation? I believe so, Captain. I will require a few adjustments to your transporter room. How are you coping with all this, Mr. Leaks? I won't lie, I'm not ready to go. Not yet. Even if it means letting that monster of a doctor anywhere near my home world again. We'll do everything in our power to help you, I promise. No choice. Our engineering team is at your service, Doctor. Understood, Captain. Helm, set a course for Rinax. Captain, defensive and offensive capabilities reach optimal parameters. Voyager is now better prepared. Understood, Lieutenant. Perhaps it's time to move on then. Captain, we've got a problem. Some kind of extraterrestrial organism has gotten to our cargo base. They're multiplying fast and devouring our duranium reserves. We're looking at severe duranium shortage if we don't act quickly. Our attempts to stop them haven't worked. They adapt too fast. We need a new approach, Captain. Well, we don't have any duranium, so this is a perfect time, Tuvok. Thank you. Aha! Finding treasure to lift. Lieutenant Torres's voice is coming over the comms, sounding excited. She has discovered magnesite deposits on this planet and wants us to take a closer look, as this magnesite could improve the stability of Voyager's warp core. How do we proceed? Of course. An excellent idea, Lieutenant Torres. Get ready and we'll beam you down. I like how they all have similar hairstyle. Energy spike location ahead. Oh. Voyager's sensors detect a gruesome sight. The lifeless bodies of two Kazon adrift in cold vacuum of space. Their eyes are wide of horror. Their faces contorted in a silent scream. The crews exchange horrified glances. Who are these unfortunate souls and what led to their grim fate in the depths of space? Seska's already adapted that module. The Kazon are using it. An accident or an execution? Beam the bodies to sickbay. Neelix, the doctor could use your assistance. Neelix is sick at the moment. Captain, the autopsy revealed a residual transporter signature. These Kazon were beamed into space alive. Mr. Neelix, do you know these Kazon? Oh my, that's Jal Haran, the first mage of the Kazon Relora. Sworn enemies of the Nistrum, one of the strongest Kazon sects. Lots of ships and lots of warriors. An execution like this would be conceivable, given the people involved. Barbaric. Are we picking up anything else? Yes, Captain. I picked up Kula's warp signature, easily. It was like following a trail of breadcrumbs. Like he wants to be found. An ambush. Kula's objective is clear. He wants Voyager. He's drawing us to him. Rather than doing him a favor, I recommend a specialized away team to recover the module. It will be dangerous. Danger's my middle name, Chakotay. You're right, Commander. We'll send a fully armed away team. Oh no. Magnesite in the planet's crust could be blocking our sensors. What about this? The away team's last known location was near a cave system clearly marked on Voyager's initial scans. Could this be where B'Elanna and her team disappeared? This is a cave system they explored as it appeared in our initial geological scan. Voyager's sensors reveal a puzzling anomaly. The cave system near the away team has changed. Tunnels shifted, openings disappeared. There's no logical explanation for this geological instability. Our initial scans didn't indicate any tectonic activity. Maybe they're trapped, Captain. I'd like to send out a team to investigate. And what will prevent them from getting lost, Commander? Breadcrumbs. Ensign, we could deploy customized transponders along the team's path. They'll maintain a transporter relay in case of emergency beam out. Abandon her? Holy moly, that's not an option. Good idea, Ensign. Make it happen. One subspace relay blueprints. Captain, we're inside the caves. No sign of B'Elanna and the others. Use Maquis experience to track them. Chakotay's tracking skills pay off. He quickly realizes a fight took place. Oh no. Captain, we found a door behind... I know what this is now. It's morale. Oh, because it's maximum 4,000. Makes sense now. Found a door behind the force field. Orders. Team subtly jams the force field. They enter undetected. Captain, we've entered a Vidian facility. There are guards all over the place. Orders. Coordinated away team stuns them. Ah, come to me. We're kidnappers. Captain is a prison. There are Starfleet uniforms among the prisoners. Oh no. A team forces a guard to open the cells. Inside, something puzzling awaits. 2 Balanas, 1 human and 1 Klingon. With no time to waste, they beam back to Voyager. Oh yeah, there was an episode like this. 1 human and 1 Klingon. Doctor, is B'Elanna alright? Well, one of them is. 2 B'Elannas lie in sickbay. 1 human, the other Klingon. The crew gazes in bewilderment. How can 1 person be split into 2 separate beings? How? Captain, the Vidians experimented on us. They separated us. They came to the conclusion that Klingon DNA is resistant to the phage, but they needed a full-blooded Klingon for their experiments. They dared to lay their filthy hands on us. They would play with their blood. What exactly happened down there? Captain, it's so... B'Elanna, what's happening, Doctor? Her human DNA is severely damaged. Extracting DNA from a Klingon half could stabilize her cellular structure. Reintegration might also be possible, restoring Lieutenant Torres' genetic composition back to her old self, so to speak. However, one mistake could kill her Klingon half, and Lieutenant Torres' body could reject the reintegration. I don't want to risk another life. I couldn't live with that. You would die for me, courageous, but I won't accept it. We are Klingon. Extract my DNA. Oh no, I can't let her die. 75% chance. That's so low. Go. I admire your courage, but I'm not giving up on you. Extract the DNA, Doctor. Captain, I was able to safely isolate the DNA. Lieutenant Torres' Klingon half is stable and recovering. You disregarded my wish, Janeway. You willingly risked a life. I won't forget that. Courageous, Captain. Had I died, I would have died of honor, giving my life for my counterpart. But I live, and my life is yours, Captain. I have 2 people? The extracted DNA is degrading. We don't have much time. 65%. Proceed, Doctor. Oh no. No. B'Elanna died. I'm not giving up you, B'Elanna. Do it, Doctor. Vital signs steady. The Lieutenant, though in pain, is stable. We did the best we could, Captain. Thank you, Doctor. Unlock human B'Elanna as a hero. Thank you, Dr. B'Elanna. You did this again against my will. The only thing I'm grateful for is my new sister. Sister, I'm honored. I pledge my loyalty to you. What? Oh, there's 2 Klingons. We'll face whatever challenges lie ahead together. In time, you'll understand. It's good to have you both. Both your technical expertise and fierce warrior split will be an asset in the challenges we face. Helm, return to our course to the Alpha Quadrant. Oh no! So we lost the half Klingon. The loss of B'Elanna Torres leaves a hole in our crew. We met as adversaries, Starfleet and Maquis, but promoting her to chief engineer was one of the best decisions I've ever made. I watched her constantly fight the conflict between her human and Klingon sides, a struggle that fueled both her fierce temper and her engineering genius. She possessed so much raw and potential and unmatched talent. I feel profound regret that she died so far from home, knowing that she fought so hard only to miss finding peace back on Earth. It's a tough burden for me to carry and a loss for all of Voyager. Successful. She died. Now we have 2 crew members? Huh? My gosh, so there could have been 3 B'Elannas. That's absolutely crazy. Separated from a Klingon half by the Vidians. This human side was rescued, stripped of her inherited strength and passion. She grapples with complex human identity, seeking to regain her lost balance and confidence. Struggling to control a volatile nature, she tries to find a place aboard the Voyager. Well, that changed the story already. Whoops. Yes, we've reached Renax. Janeway to engineering. Are you ready to contain the cloud symbol? Yes, Captain. Preparing. Pre-sequencing is complete. We're ready. Proceed. Lock established. Energize. Sample obtained. Containment field is stable. Good job, Lieutenant. Dr. Jetrel, will this be enough for your research? Yes, Captain, but I think it's time I told you the truth. Oh no! Another bizarre experiment? What is it this time? Galaxy-wide poisoning? No, Mr. Lakes, my intentions are good. What I'm about to say may sound like pure madness. Matremia exists, but I don't know if it's possible to find a cure, at least not in my lifetime. What? You mean I'll just die? No, you're not infected. I just need to motivate you to cooperate. You lied to me. You son of a terrestrial bullworm. I was dead afraid. The audacity. To manipulate our concern for misleading in such a manner is detestable, Gestural. I did what I had to do. I don't have much time left, you see. The tumor isn't raging in your body, but in mine. I will die in a matter of days, but before that, I have to try something. I must. Don't listen to him, Captain. This man is only capable of evil. Look at my research. For the past 15 years, I've been working away to rebuild the atomic structure of the victims of the Cascade. I call it regenerative fusion. You want to resurrect people vaporized by the Metreon Cascade? Damn it! If I did this side quest before Balana, I would have had a 100% success rate. Exactly. Concerns your people, Mr. Helix. What do you think? I hate to say it, but if there's a chance you gotta help him, maybe we can bring my family back. You use medical records to identify a genetic sequence of a test case. Let me try it, Captain. Lieutenant Lanny, activate the emergency containment field about the transporter pad. We'll assist the doctor with experiment. Thank you, Captain. You won't regret it. Emergency containment field activated. Retargeting scanners to wide beam. Divert power to transporters. Energize. Between life and death, a figure materializes on the transporter pad, shimmering and translucent as a Cascade victim brought back from the depths of atomic disintegration. But it's flawed and incomplete, a ghostly echo of its former self. Oh no. It's working. Unbelievable, but atomic cohesion dropping. We're losing them. Divert all power to pattern buffers. We're already maxed out the fragmentation. It won't work. We're gonna fry the system. 75% chance. Go. Overload them. Hi, Captain. The pattern buffers have almost breached the threshold. They're no quick. Did it? I'm fine, Captain. Energy feedback shortcut the SAW consoles and went through the hull, but we lost. Captain, Dr. Jetrel, Jamie to sickbay. Medical emergency. Dr. Jetrel is stable, but the metromia is progressing rapidly. I'm afraid there's little we can do. How are you feeling? Now that I've tried everything to make up for it, I'm surprisingly good for a dying man. Thank you for supporting my attempt to make amends. You took a great risk. Indeed. Take my research on regenerative fusion. It may not revive the dead, but it might hold potential for repairing cellular damage in the living. Thank you, Jetrel. I hope you find peace. Farewell, Captain Janeway. I hope you make your way. For a moment, I really thought I could have them back, my family. But the dead are dead. We can't keep clinging to the past. Nothing can replace what you lost, but notice, Linux, you're part of our family now. We'll always be here for you. Helm, return to our old course. If only we had that technology prior to Balana. It makes me think that I should do blue quests like a little bit faster than the gold quests, which is what I did. But there was a waiting time, so I thought, let's just do this gold quest. Interfere with sensor readings. Obscured scanning's not possible. Oh my. It's gonna make it super hard to navigate. We have time to explore all of this? It's 30 cycles shore leave. That's a long time. Let's do 10. I don't care. Come on. If some people weren't on holiday. Oh, shoot. No. Oh, no, this could be it. Running out of fuel. The ship's gone dark. Well, that was dangerous. 9 cycles and we will have the same issue again. I suggest going to that other system for now. It's 13 cycles away. There we go, break even. Oh, break even. That's the best we can do for now. We can survive 20, yeah, a bit better than before. Hopefully we can find a fueling station immediately. Fuel please, fuel please. Such a low amount of fuel in each place. How many cycles do we need to get there? 4. So we just make it. Oh, you bastards. You finally came back. Can't survive on just... Come on, green. Come on, green. Okay. Right, finally. We can go back to re-enabling all this stuff. Didn't realize we were maximum energy already. Captain receiving a desperate transmission. A civilian transport has been ambushed by a small case on patrol. His crew has been taken hostage. Let's see if we can negotiate.
Perfect.
Hey, look, nothing's sucking up our uranium now. You think it was that infection from before? Desperate. Makeshift shelter, handful of life forms, low in supplies. Oh, we're close to giving them 250 food. 249, damn it. Oh, 10 crew. Well, I've got lots of crew now, but we don't have the, infrastructure to support it. Nebula scanning. Nebula. Oh my gosh, tier 5. Impossible. There's no point doing it now then. Captain, an unknown signal is jamming our beaming frequency. We can't get on a lock on a transporter module. Thought so. Unable to block the beaming frequency. No choice but to board. Captain, we boarded the radar. The transporter module should be located on a bridge, which is heavily guarded. Orders. Disables the guard. Okay. Eyes on target. They're heavily guarded. Any suggestions? Fake and negotiating with Seska. Is she actually there? Well, I want the crystals, so Chakotay steps forward, appealing to Seska's sense of loyalty and offering chance for redemption. The guards hesitate, and the away team sees the opportunity, destroying the module. Mission accomplished. We're being pursued. Oh, we don't. It's too hard. The away team fires warning shots. Okay, can't catch up. The team escapes. It's the first time failing one of these. Captain, the away team successfully returned. Good job, team. It was a close call. 2 calls for my taste. I'm thankful Kula didn't catch you. Speaking of Kula, Captain, I'm sure you're incredibly proud of your little trick, Janeway, too scared to face us directly. I'm just protecting my crew, Kula, and Voyager. Don't think we're done. You only bought yourself some time. I hope not. That was a brilliant maneuver, Captain, but they'll be back. If we have to meet again, let's hope it's over a nice cup of coffee, Commander. Helm, set a course for home. I want to stay here a bit because, yes, morale decreases when we're restless, but there's so many possible missions from here. Using up these cycles lets me level up my research, lets me do all sorts of stuff. Vanishes? Oh no. Deeper scans reveal signs of attack. Oh no! Kazon responds to Voyager's surprise. It shows a young Kazon boy holding the shuttle crew hostage. He states he must deal with the captured crew to claim his warrior name. A boy. Yeah, a kid. What should I do? I'm sure if it was Janeway, she'd be like, I'll negotiate. Ultimatum. Pressured, the young Kazon boy frees the crew, looking despondent. This isn't how one earns a warrior's name. Voyager permits his departure, understanding he's no longer true danger. Captain, we've just been hailed by ambassador of the species called Arithian. Their homeworld was hit by a series of severe iron storms, and they're asking for donations. What is our response? We got the food. We got the uranium. Take it all. I'll inform the ambassador with both food and building supplies. It feels good to be able to help. 800 morale. 4 hours we were stuck in that sector.
Personal log, Lieutenant Tuvok. Sustained Kazon aggression has brought the crew to its lowest stability index recorded since our initial displacement to the Delta Quadrant. Such a collective mental state represents a profound security liability, especially with the persistent threat from Cullen and Seska. The captain notes the necessity of a break, a proposition I find logically unsound. The hostile intentions of the Kazon Nistrum do not adhere to Voyager's duty roster. The sheer impracticality of human emotional response, though a predictable factor, remains a persistent challenge to maintaining optimal efficiency.
Personal log, Lieutenant Tom Paris. It's been red alert 24/7. The Kazon attacks haven't let up, not for weeks now. Everyone's walking on eggshells. That no mess hall brawl record? Yeah, that's history. Today, 2 ensigns nearly started a full-blown riot, all because one of them was chewing too loud. At least it's not because of the Talaxian cuisine. Morale is scraping rock bottom, worse than when we first realized we were stuck in the middle of nowhere. I bet Cullen and Seska are having a blast, laughing at our misery. And misery is putting it mildly. If the scuttlebutt's accurate, the crew's patience is wearing thin. Me? I'm fed up too, but I'm sticking with the captain. She's not bad at all, although her coffee intake has become exemplary.
Captain, there's a growing movement aboard Voyager. 35 crew members threatening to leave. They're frightened and losing hope. No! Any suggestions, Commander? We need to focus on lifting their spirits, make the ship feel more like home again, give them some distraction. But I'm afraid there's more to consider. Security reports shows a resurgence of Kazon activity. We should anticipate another attack and soon. I'll see what can be done, Commander, but I make no promises. Maintain morale to prevent 35 crew from leaving. Oh, that's fine. Would we lose that shuttle? I'm sick and tired of losing these shuttles. This is my third one I've lost. Come on, man. This is like 80% chance of success. Oh. Captain, reach our destination. Orders. Okay, what are you? We've arrived. The ship looks beat up. Scan them. I want to know what they were dealing with. 5 life signs faint. The ship has been hit by radiation. We should be careful, Captain. I'm Captain... Yep, you know who I am. Thank you for coming. We already lost hope. I'm Captain Rivers. We were exploring a nearby nebula. We were unprepared for the subnucleonic radiation. Our ship couldn't manage the exposure. It's stuck here and radiation sickness. Judging by the contamination levels, they won't last long. The radiation destroyed our warp cores. We're dead in the water. Can't get back to the Metalus. We'll beam you aboard to our sick bay. Stand by. Thank you, Captain. I feel reborn. Another day we would have. Thank you. We're still stranded because you helped with some polyferonide. Sure. We won't leave you adrift in space. We'll find a polyferonide. We will be eternally grateful, Captain. We're back soon, I promise. Tricky. Polyferonide is rare. Not too far from a Drayan system. The moons of Drayan 2 might have it. Drayans? A very private species, Captain. Private? Well, Captain, a long time ago the Drayans became over-reliant on technology, so they cut themselves off from it and from the outside world. Let's try our luck. Helm, set a course for Drayan 2. Scanners have picked up a Class M planet, absolutely teeming with plant life. Voyager could restock its food supplies. There would be a slight detour. Fine. Captain reached Drayden 2. Yeah. Lost control. Oh no. Tom will handle this. Whee! The pilot skillfully crash lands the shuttle. Miraculously, the away team emerge unscathed. We could repair. Wait, did you hear that? Something's here. 3 children. Pleads for protection, saying their elders plan to kill them. And a creature from a nearby cave is hunting them. The away team's tricorders detect no other life signs. Suddenly, they hear another shuttle landing nearby. The Drayan shuttle. A squad just deployed from it. They're armed. Find cover in the surrounding terrain. The Drayan squad search the area in vain. After a while, the shuttle flies off. We need to fix our shuttle and get these kids out of here before more of them come along. The away team somehow repairs the shuttle, miraculously to take off, but fail to notice a Drayan ship tailing them. Captain, the moon's locking communication with the shuttle. Shall we contact the Dryans? Mysterious first contact relies heavily on first impressions. Any advice? I'd recommend connecting them emotionally. No techno babble. Kill them. Greetings, I'm Captain Janeway of the Starship Voyager. How many times did you say that in the show, do you reckon? I am Alcia, first prelate. May this day find you at peace. We do not have guests often. How can we help? Our intentions are sincere. Cooperation and open communication with your people. We've encountered an irradiated ship in dire need of repair. Their warp cores require polyferonide. We were hoping to trade it with you. A noble cause. Now tell me, what is important to you? Crew, the heart of the ship. I'd be nothing about them. Interesting. We also prioritize the bonds between people. We'll gladly trade with you. Let us discuss. Excuse me, I have urgent matters to attend to. I'll be back. The away team has returned. So soon? Several Drayan children were brought along. They claim the Drayans left them on the moon to die and returned to speed up the process. The Drayans tried to kill their own children? Children claim so. They were in poor health and currently in sick bay. Captain, Alcia is hailing. Her ship's powering up weapons. On screen. You have violated our sacred moon and abducted our people. Returned them. We rescued them. They were left there to die. They were fulfilling their sacred duty. You call hunting children a sacred duty? Children? These children are our elders. When a Drayan nears death, they undergo the rite of passage on our sacred moon. They may appear as children to you, but that is how we age. Ah, Benjamin Buttons. Their shuttle crashed and the Guardians died. Confused, they must have forgotten. Please return them. It is crucial they die on the moon to fill their spiritual journey. The weapons are fully powered. This is their customs. We are completely invading them. Either we get destroyed by them, or they attack us and we destroy them. I mean, if that is how they age, they just said they're very empathetic people. Neelix's word, I think Janeway would protect the children, but I trust you, Alicia.
No, the children.
I'm glad you respect our tradition. Accept this polyfuranide. May the acts of kindness echo through the galaxy. Goodbye, Captain.
So I just doomed some children. Okay.
Not this again. We already went to shore leave and everything went to hell, Neelix. Hull breach and deck free. Oh no. Janeway to engineering, report. Jonas here. What do you need, Captain? Crewman Jonas? Where's Lani? Is she alright? She's busy with the wounded. Guess I'm on comms duty. Very well. How's the situation in engineering? It's chaos, Captain. The console just blew up right in front of the crew's face. Pretty nasty. 3 got injured. 500 morale. Jeez. I see. Help the lieutenant. She should report to me when she's done. It's almost a miracle went this far without taking casualties. We need to end this now, Captain. The deadline the 35 gave us? It's passed. You sound like you've already have a plan, Commander. An alliance. If we had some Kazon Sexa's allies, the others wouldn't touch us. Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer, right? My faults exactly. Captain, we're not far from the planet Sopris, home to the Kazon Pomar. There's someone down there who owes me a favor. Jal Terza. Is he authorized to speak to our sect? Not exactly, but he does have the mage's ear. We would be risking confrontation. Consider this, Captain. Alliance can restore crew faith and give the undecided critical pause in their ultimatum. Offers us a chance and more time. Yeah, okay. Give it a shot. Set a course for Sopris. I mean, it's not like all the Kazon are bad. It's just the ones that are allied with that lady. Lush, vibrant green planet fills a view screen, teeming with abundant life. Surface glows of natural energy, a stark contrast to the desolate expanses Voyager often encounters. Like the Hulk planet. Confirmed the planet's ecosystem consists of a multitude of unknown plant species. However, I volunteered to undertake the cataloging process. Look at that, I've never seen a Vulcan so infused. Please, Captain, let me lend Mr. Tuvok a hand. As our moral officer, I'm hoping some of my cheerfulness rubs off on him. Minor malfunction. There's only one life sign. What? Stranger materializes on a platform, being both familiar and alien. A crew stares in disbelief. The stranger bears a perplexing resemblance to both Tuvok and Neelix, but is neither. It's not. I remember this episode. Who? Came to security. Intruder alert. Transporter room 1. Wait, I am Tuvok. I am Neelix. What? The bioscanners, the patterns have merged. You claim to be Tuvok and Neelix. How is that possible? You asked for a credible explanation. A simple transporter malfunction seems illogical. I could tell you the exact recipe for my infamous Talaxian surprise, or recite verses of the teachings of Surak. Would that suffice? Report to sickbay immediately. My scans indicate that all biological matter was merged on a molecular level. It's surprisingly healthy, given the circumstances. The man you see before you is a fusion of 2 men, Captain. Did their minds merge as well? Who are you? As I said, Captain, I am Tuvok, I am Neelix. Their minds, their memories, they are mine. I know all of you. You are my good friends. What's the last thing you remember? We just finished gathering the plants. We were beaming back to Voyager. After that, I was standing on the transporter pad, as you see me now. Have your tests revealed anything else, Doctor? Yes, a third genetical pattern. Tricky to spot since I wasn't looking for plant genetics. Excuse me? The orchids. We collected several dozen of them. 1 orchid. 2 Vix. They're part of your genetic structure now, but they aren't affecting your biochemistry. Could this alien plant have affected the scanners, Ensign? Possibly. I'll know more after running diagnostic on the biofilters and transporter logs. Get on it, Ensign. In the meantime, Doctor, examine what should we call you? Name. Fun for that. Why not Nevok? No, wait, how about Tuvix? Very well, Doctor. Examine Mr. Tuvix and the orchids. Keep me posted. Tuvix, talk to me. To be honest, when I watched this episode, I thought his prosthetics was freaky as hell. Scared me. It was like so hairy. Anyway, I've completed diagnostics of the textbook transport sequence. No anomalies, power overloads, or malfunctions. What about the orchids, Doctor? They're just a plant. Right, nothing unusual. Show determination. Just a malfunction? I find it difficult to accept. What about a holodeck simulation, Captain, to recreate the accident? Pardon my interference, Doctor. You mentioned lysosomal enzymes? According to Tuvok's botanical research, lysosomal enzymes could indicate symbiogenesis. Symbiogenesis? A rare reproductive process. Instead of pollination or mating, symbiogenetic organisms merge with each other. Fascinating hypothesis, but we're dealing with microcellular organisms. Symbiogenesis with a humanoid species is unprecedented. Actually, Doctor, Neelix and Tuvok were broken down to a microcellular level during transport. And if enzymes interacted with DNA inside the matter stream, they would fuse. Just like that, Tuvix is born. It's the best theory I've heard so far. It's the only theory I heard so far. Let's test out our assumptions on orchids before we start humanoid trials. Well, good thing we have this surgical device. Doctor, use the Vidian surgical device to separate the orchids. Separation was a success. Based on findings, I am confident I can reverse the symbiogenesis genetic process that produced Mr. Tuvix. I found a radioisotope that could selectively attach itself to specific DNA sequences and... Is the procedure safe, Doctor? I've accounted for every variable except one. I don't want to die. Oh, shoot. Let's see what Cass has to say. I know this is particularly difficult for you. What are your thoughts on this situation? I'm torn, Captain, between what's right and what I feel. I don't know it sounds horrible, feel guilty for saying it, but I want Neelix back. Doctor, what is your professional opinion? While the procedure is technically feasible, Mr. Tuvix is a living being. I cannot participate in this determination to end its existence, even to restore, but violate everything I stand for. Really? Aren't there intuitive voices to consider? What about Tuvok and Neelix? They live on inside me. No, they have families, friends, people who love them, miss them, and want them back. Captain, what you consider is execution. My existence is no crime. I'm here, I'm me, I'm alive. Hold him down! I got the knife! The right to live as well. I'm sorry. Doesn't anyone want to intervene? Does nobody disagree? You're gonna stand there while she commits murder? Tuvik's despair fills the sickbay as he faces the agonizing reality of his impending separation. His pleas for understanding and mercy falls on deaf ears. The crew's silence speaks volumes. You will all have to live with this. I'm sorry, but you are good people. Captain, I cannot perform this surgical separation. I'm a physician. I cannot take Mr. Tuvik's life. Please, I want to live. No, give me back my Tuvok. But so do Tuvok and Neelix. Step aside, Doctor. I'll do it. The moment truth arrives as Janeway administers the isotope into Mr. Tuvik's neck. With a heavy heart, she locks the surgical scanners. But just before initiating the irreversible separation sequence, their eyes met one last time. You're a murderer, the captain. Energize. Mr. Neelix and Tuvok are back, but the atmosphere in the sickbay is thick with guilt. Janeway, silent observer, watches the reunion unfold, her expression cold. Greetings, Captain. Neelix. Hello, sweetie. Anyone up for a cup of Leola root tea? Root tea? It's good to have you back. The tea? Yes, I just need a moment. What happened to the planet? Rivis ship is within hailing range, Captain. Hailed him. Captain Janeway, we've been eagerly awaiting your return. We're beaming over the polyferronite. Rivis, we're deeply grateful. Accept these minerals as a token of our gratitude. Okay. Thank you. Now I'm set a course for home. This looks good. No. How can it die? Captain, we discovered the reason for the abandonment is a nest of hostile alien creatures infesting the lower levels. They seem to have driven off the crew. They noticed us and attacked. We lost our team. Captain, Jal Hursa and another Kazon team are already here. They don't look cheerful. How do we approach them? Talk about restoring peace with the Kazon, or tell them what a great ally Voyager would be of their advanced technology. Suddenly, the team is grabbed away by the Kazon. Sacks are pulled over their heads and they are dragged away. Oh no. We walked right into a trap. We're locked up with the people who call themselves Tribe. They don't seem hostile. Seriously injured among the trade. Grateful they informed the team they are reinforcements underway. They have to make it past the guards. Captain, we think the trade's plan is currently our best option. Any idea how we can best support them? Yay! Vulcan neck pinch. Vulcan team member reaches for the bars and neck pinches a Kazon guard. He goes down silently, and the team unlocks their cell with his keys. The way out is clear. We're on our way to the ship, Captain. Trabe in tow. Wait, a Kazon patrol. They're throwing grenades. Flip. Disable the grenades because we're magical people. Yow! Magic. The away team managed to disable the grenades after escaping their beamed aboard Voyager. Tuvok's my favorite away member. That's why I did not want to fuse him to Tuvix. Complete 10 away missions without injury. Yay! The away team and the Trabe are on board, Captain. Welcome, I'm Catherine Janeway, Captain of the Starship. Pleasure's mine, Captain. I'm Mavis, lead of the Trabe. You have our deepest gratitude. Trabe, huh? Interesting. What Mr. Leix was actually trying to say is that we are glad incoming Kazon vessels, Captain. Power up all weapons and brace for impact. Those are my people. Everything the Kazon have, including ships they stole from us. Oh, really? Why is that? We share a dark past. When I was a child, the Kazon overthrew their enslavers, us, the Trabe. More precisely, my parents' generation. Oh. We have been on the run ever since. We just want to settle down somewhere and open a new chapter for the Trabe. Punishing children for the action of their parents never worked. I'm sorry, Mavis. Your compassion is appreciated, Captain. I was told you sought alliance with the Kazon. A shame it didn't work out. We might not be as numerous, but with a little help, we could regain some of our strength and become a valuable ally. The Trabe were an advanced species before the Kazon uprising. I think they could be valuable allies, Captain. Mr. Days, I take it from your reaction earlier that you know more about the Trabe. Everyone knows the Trabe, Captain. Great scholars and artists, but no one knew the Kazon slaves. How come it doesn't seem easy to hide? The Trabe were rich and powerful. They manipulated information and no one wanted to risk offending them. I guess they were pretty bad people, but now the Kazon are our enemies. Hey. Spare some materials for your ship repairs. Thank you, Captain. It's very generous. Do we have any more? Actually, there's something else. I'm sorry, Mavis, we have nothing to spare. I understand, Captain. Freeing us was more than we can hope for. We set out to form an alliance with Kazon, found you. This could be the course correction we needed. Will you join us? Together, we could make a force to be reckoned with, or something even bolder than that. We could ask the Kazon mages to join us at the bargaining table. Negotiations? Yes, bring the factions together. Convince them that peace would be in everyone's interest. Our people could finally settle, find a new home. I'll be worth a try. We'll contact the Kazon. So, regardless of mission progress, Mr. Tuvok will be on my ass. Damn. Good luck, Mavis. We'll keep you safe here now. Thank you, Captain. I think it's the beginning of a great alliance. Ensign Kim, Hail Kula. Captain, we seem destined to encounter each other. Mage Kula, I hope this will lead to a new climate of peace. Mage Kula, I'm grateful you agreed to meet. I hope we'll come to terms. Terms? Forgive me if I'm being skeptical about negotiating with slavers. Janeway is always about hope. I understand the skepticism, Mage Kula, but we believe a new path is opening. It requires trust, but the rewards are great. Path to freedom, tempting. What assurance can you offer? Threat level 1. It keeps saying this. I think there's an accident. These are like hidden little attributes. We must be cautious not to fan the Kazon's ambitions, Captain. There's a history of aggression. We let down our guard and the Trabe conquers again. We hardly a threat, Mage Kula. We're scattered, desperate. All we ask is a chance for a new home. I think Janeway would be this one. If they seek change, can we offer them a chance to prove that? Actions speak louder than words. The Trabe must earn our trust. Be careful not to dwell on the past. It could undermine our effort towards peace. You know the Trabe seems like an effort to force us to capitulate. So if so, it is doomed to fail. Even former enemies can find common ground. We're here to facilitate that. Threat level 1. You're allying yourself to the greatest villains this quadrant has ever known, Captain. As Kula speaks, the transition abruptly ends. Bridge consoles erupt in a chorus of alarms. Their flashing light painting bridge in a bright red glow. Janeway's eyes narrow. What just happened? They've opened fire on each other. Beam Mavis out immediately. I can't get a lock on him, Captain. Situation escalating. Suggest immediate retreat. Who fired on who? If I do this, there will be no peace. If I side with Kazon, there will be peace, but then that guy dies. Run away, everyone will think I'm a weak piece of poo. Trabe! No, we won't let the Trabe fight low. Open fire in the Kazon. How dare you? So much for parley. Split between ally? Puh. I did most of the work. Mavis is hailing us. Maybe he can explain this mess on screen. Thank you for aiding us against these animals, Captain. I expected as much from them. Animals? Slip of the tongue. The important thing is we prevailed thanks to your assistance. I owe an apology. I shouldn't have proposed a bargain of decays in the first place. How naive of me to assume they would have abandoned their primitive nature. Claim a planet? What do you mean? That doesn't make sense. Claim a planet? Spoke, Captain. I mean settle on a planet. We have no desire to infringe on the rights of others. We simply seek a peaceful home. Oh no, did I have ally of the wrong people? I thought we had an agreement. Maybe together we're stronger. But understand that we must make use of the situation. I'm sure you'll find better allies. How dare you? How dare you, woman, taking advantage of our goodwill? Oh, this makes me at a dilemma. So I double down and say, you fired first. Whoopsie. And we're out of allies. Not the morale boost we're looking for. Good news, Captain. Despite everything, all 35 have chosen to stay. Our efforts have paid off. Testament to their resilience and to their teamwork, wouldn't you say? Commander. Helm, get us back on course. Take us home. Oh no. A crew member's pet Tribble has escaped its quarters and found its way to the food reserves. With unlimited access to food, it's now reproducing rapidly. If we don't act fast, the entire ship will be soon overrun with triples. Well, give me all your money. We couldn't intimidate, and they're attacking furiously. Yay! And salvage some resources. They're attacking us after. You fools. Surrendered. Okay, you're giving me everything now. What? What do you mean? We gave them fuel. Take it back at least, right? Jeez.
Personal log, Lieutenant Tuvok. The Kazon Nistrum have sustained their harassment over the past months, though Cullen and Seska have remained absent from direct engagement. The captain expressed a diminishing expectation for a peaceful resolution to this conflict. It is consistently fascinating to observe the human capacity to adhere to hope, even when all logical indicators render such an outcome unattainable. While I recognize her imperative to explore all avenues for crew welfare, I find the process inefficient. Logic dictates the Kazon threat must be neutralized. An aggressive solution presents inherent risks due to the Kazon's numerical advantage. Nevertheless, Voyager has no feasible alternatives.
Personal log, Lieutenant Tom Paris. Business as usual. The Kazon are shooting at us, we're shooting back, though Seska and Kala have been conspicuously inconspicuous. Strategy? Psychology? Or did they finally take that much-needed honeymoon? Who knows? The captain's finally admitted she's losing faith in a peaceful resolution to our little Kazon conflict. I'm not exactly itching for a full-scale war myself. I prefer the Kazon just collectively beam themselves into a black hole. But let's be realistic here.
Report. The plasma stream burned away the inner layers of the warp coils, beginning a source of Verterium Quartanide. Until we find it, our warp core output is severely restricted, won't get full power. It's capped at tier 2. No! Captain, an old friend of mine, Lakesif, is a leading Talaxian convoy in the sector. Great traders. I'm sure they'll have what we need. It's worth a shot. My inspection of the main engineering points to sabotage, Captain. Logs were systematically deleted at irregular intervals, violating Starfleet protocol. This requires attention. Lana's dead. Sure. Neelix can be done. Neelix, keeping an even closer eye on the crew. Will do, Captain. Good. Now let's see this convoy. Oh dear. How are we ever going to manage this crisis? For now, let's turn off the shuttle bay. Actually, stop. So what if they're homeless? Doesn't matter. We're being hailed on emergency frequencies, putting them on screen now. We are the Nizu. Our colony is under threat by asteroids. We need urgent help. Okay. The name's Laxif. State your business. Captain Janeway, I'll cut to the case. We're looking for Verterium Cortinide. Our convoy was raided by Kaizon Naestrom. They stole all our Verterium... Oh dear. What a coincidence. Kula is pulling obstacles in our way again. Maybe it's time to seek him out for once. Shield and weapons are inadequate present for the sector. Build a new combat room. Maybe hire... Fine. Kula and Seska have chased us long enough. This ends now. Not for the Verterium, not for revenge, but because we have a mission. We have a home to reach. Bold. In that case, we should strengthen our defensive and offensive capabilities. Laxif may be willing to help us out if we help them with repairs, though it could take a while. Speaking of reinforcements, I propose building a holographic ship projector to make it though we have backup. Ah. A similar idea. We could use a deflector grid to create echo displacements. Kazon sends them to pick up a whole fleet. You just have to leave before realizing it's an illusion. I like the sound of all that. Send a hero. Oh no, Neelix is gone. And about the Laxians. Oh, I wanted to send Neelix. Tom's good. Begin preparations immediately dismissed. Duties. Again, it looks like a cheap clone. Lieutenant Zillus. Oh. It's even worse than we expected. Voyager arrives just in time to witness a catastrophic meteor shower bombarding the planet, leaving fiery trails of destruction. The crew race against time to provide aid. Shields are holding. We are unaffected by debris for now. Captain, a massive asteroid is heading straight for the colony. Oh my gosh. None of these are great. Wiltoda, yep. Excellent. Initiating course correction. Asteroid response was irregular. Seemed to resist the tractor beam. That's unusual. A malfunction of the sensors, perhaps? Possible, yet the readings were consistent across multiple systems. Further investigation may be warranted. Several more asteroids are approaching. We must find a more effective solution to protect the Nezu. Captain being hailed. Starship, Doctor, debris, asteroid, evidence, meet up. That was strange. Another hail incoming. You finally arrived, Captain. This asteroid would have caused heavy losses without your intervention. Thank you. Of course, Ambassador. We just had a strange hail from the surface. That must have been Dr. Vatham. His lab was hit in the bombardment. Please, you must help him. He's the only one who can save our planet. I'll send an away team now. Don't worry, Ambassador. We'll bring him back. Talaxian and a... What are the chances that the Talaxian and the pilot are gone? Captain, we're losing control of the shuttle. The thrusters are failing and altitude is... if only we got that one. Brace for impact? Son of a... I have to risk it. Oh, thank goodness. Switching to emergency power, the team regains control for a safe landing near Dr. Batham's lab. Though the shuttle is no longer functional, the team leaves the wreckage unharmed. Thank goodness. Captain, the doctor's lab has collapsed. We must be buried under the rubble. We need to find a way to get him out of there fast. Disintegrates the rock. Okay. Once freed, they aren't high enough to beam back to Voyager. Luckily, they find an orbital lift not too far. Entering the orbital lift. Wait! A woman has been hiding there. She has grabbed Dr. Knife Point. What should we do? Runs off. Looks like the tether has been damaged. We have to make some repairs. Oh yeah. Team searches for the instructional diagrams. Inside to find detailed blueprints. They managed to decipher enough to make crucial repairs to begin their ascent. Sending now. Something's not right. We're losing maglev cohesion. We're going to crash. Not if I can help it. Rerouting the backup power causes the light to go out, but it's worth it if it keeps the team alive. Eventually, Voyager is able to beam them aboard before they lose maglev cohesion. Captain, the away team has returned to Dr. You're a part of the away team, Harry. What are you talking about? Take the doctor to sickbay and call me when he's been checked over. How'd you feel, Dr. Batum?
I'd be better, but we have more urgent topics to discuss. Can you contact the ambassador, please?
Dr. Vatum, I'm glad you're alive. Have you found a solution to this mess we're in?
Not a solution, but a suspicion. Each asteroid shows traces of anomalous energy signatures. I suspect this event was no natural catastrophe. We also have our suspicions. The asteroid we took care of showed unusual readings. We need more data. A larger asteroid should reveal enough. If I'm correct, we should find more signs of manipulation.
Well, that's good timing. Scanners are picking up a slow-motion gargantuan asteroid. Oh no.
An impact of that size would be catastrophic. Helm, set a new course. We need to stop this thing.
Captain, the occurrences of deliberate tampering are increasing ship-wide. Cargo bay got damaged. You son of a... Neelix, you're back. And you know who I think is behind it? Crewman Jonas. He's in position to manipulate those systems, and the only one who had the opportunity. Another traitor. Have security escort Mr. Jonas to the bridge.
Captain, I don't understand. I'm needed in engineering. Cut the act, crewman. First Seska, now you. Why? Because without you, we wouldn't be stuck in this godforsaken quadrant. I'm sick of it.
65% or 85%? 85% go. Michael, listen to me. This isn't the way. You know it. And I know it. Help us, and I'll see what we can do to get you a second chance.
I can't betray Seska. It's too late.
Oh, let B'Elanna. B'Elanna's dead. Why can't the human B'Elanna or the Klingon B'Elanna do it? Convince him to join the other side.
You're an opportunist, Jonas. Seska has lost her only advantage with you. Get back on the winning side. Fine, I'll help you. Now, Mr. Jonas, be so kind as to contact Seska so we can trace her location. How dare you contact me on an open connection? Janeway's on my tail. Calm down. Tell me what happened.
Captain, Seska has encrypted her connection, and her signal's too weak to trace. Bypass the... Amplify. 90%, 90%. Oh, okay. Filter out all distortions. Done. I have a location.
I have to go now, Seska. Someone's coming. What, Jonas?
Transmission ended. I did what he said. Are you happy? You've done the right thing, Mr. Jonas. Security will escort you to the bridge. Brig. Helm. Set a course. We got a rendezvous with Seska. Don't go yet. I'm in the middle of doing something. Captain, okay. It appears the velocity has decreased since our initial scan. Destroying an asteroid that size could endanger the ship, Captain. I would advise a cautious approach in acquiring more data. So I think I'm gonna scan it. Let's start by scanning the asteroid. Maybe we'll find something unusual like last time. Detect unusual energy patterns. High concentration of antimatter, almost like that is an asteroid, a starship. Captain, we're being hailed. There is no need for aggression. We are the Etanian Order.
Are you responsible for the asteroid bombardment of the Nezu planet?
The Etanian Order claims this territory. The Nezu will withdraw. You are not Nezu. Why is this conflict your concern?
I'm a friend of the Nezu, and I'm not going anywhere until you stop your attacks on their planet.
Die for this planet? We'd very much prefer peace to war. If you withdraw, we'll give you some of our warheads. Captain, our scans show some advanced weaponry. A fight would not be advisable. Oh crap, we didn't hire those mercenaries, I forgot. Whoopsie. Don't like bullies, it's your last chance to retreat. You would be willing to die, a loyal friend and foolish one. Captain, they're powering up their weapons. Battle stations. Captain, the Tanian are retreating. Let's deliver this news to the Nezu. Whatever you've done has worked. Those asteroid impacts have stopped. Ambassador, the asteroids are part of an invasion strategy by a species called the Etanian Order. Without Voyager, we would have been doomed. They risked their lives for us. Thank you, Captain. Nezu, forever in your debt. Let's reward you from our planet's resources. She would decline. Generous offer will have to decline. You need them more than we do. Consider that payment enough. Thank you, Captain. Your values are rare in this part of the galaxy. May your journey be home, short and safe. Farewell. Set a course for the Alpha Quadrant. Is that it? Disease? What's this about disease? Class M planet sending distress signal. Hundreds of life signs. They're contacting us, Captain. It's a Federation frequency. Maybe the caretaker provides us with company, or Starfleet finally came looking for us. No. No, it's a trap. Let's not jump too far ahead. The Delta Quadrant doesn't allow for mistakes on screen. Captain Catherine Janeway of the Federation Starship Voyager. Who am I speaking to? Greetings, Captain. I'm surprised our scanners picked up a Federation ship. Not that I wasn't happy about it. Who am I? I apologize, Captain. My excitement got the best of me. My name is Riley Frazier. Some years ago, I was working as a science officer on a vessel in the Bolian sector. We were attacked without warning by aliens. And those of us who survived were put in some type of stasis. The next thing we need, we're here on this planet. Seems we share the same luck. We also were taking them to the Delta Quadrant by force. Who's with you on this planet? Any other Federation species? 3 humans besides me, some Klingons, Cardassians, Romulans, and a dozen of other species I've never seen before. And where are the aliens that left you here? No one knows. We all have the same story, grabbed from wherever and dumped here. However, most of the species here become hostile. They raid our group frequently. Oh no. If possible, could you give us some resources? We'll provide medical equipment and the resources. Thank you, Captain. You're a true beacon of Federation values. I don't want to sound ungrateful, but we have another quest to make. Our scanners picked up an abandoned Borg cube, but we don't have any way to reach it. If you could retrieve a piece of technology from the cube, it could help us establish peace on this planet. Why are they familiar? Exactly. Are they Borg? How are you familiar with Borg technology, Miss Fraser? Some of us studied the Borg in the Alpha Quadrant. What we need is called a neuroelectric field generator. If you're willing to help, we can provide the coordinates of this cube. Okay. Send us coordinates, we'll take a look and bring you technology if we find it. Thank you, Captain. Your efforts will contribute to peace and harmony on our planet. Captain, we're on the cube, but we seem to be stuck. The only door we found is shut tight. How do we proceed? Yes, blow it up. Carefully cuts away the door of their phasers, using the exact amount of force needed without damaging any other systems. The way is clear. Captain, an active security scan traverses the area. Could trigger immediate alarm. Although I'd love to have the points, but can't risk it. Modified hypo spray worked perfectly. The team's biomass so significantly reduced that the security scan does not detect them. The team traversed the corridor unnoticed. Uh-oh, there's Borg. Inactive drones are here. Maybe we can acquire valuable information if we examine them. Should we risk it? The away team quickly moves in between the active drones, gently moving some of them out of where to avoid any dangerous surprises. They continue to search for the field generator. Captain, the neuroelectric field generator is connected to the cube and looks rather delicate. How should we proceed? The away team scans the Borg interface near the generator and begins to decipher to reprogram it. The generator is set loose. The team beams back to Voyager. Generator in tow can now be delivered to Frazier and the colonists. Okay. Rapidly affecting... Oh no. I don't have 2 sick bays. I should have done this earlier. It's definitely Kulu's raiders, Captain. He's not alone. We're picking up several Kazon ships. We're outnumbered. Same trick every time. Now there's no turning back. Let's get our invisible reinforcements in place, Ensign. Yes, they're taking the bait. A few Kazon raiders are retreating. Any news from the Talaxians? Negative, Captain. We're on our own. Ah, Janeway, I believe it's time we ended our little game. Voyager will finally be mine. Isn't this exactly like the show? It's a shame it's come to this. Cool if we could have found common ground. Battle stations. Oh, that's easy. Easy.
What are your orders, Captain?
Offensive actions. Destroy.
Moving to attack the starboard side, Captain. Ability ready, Captain.
Yeah. Open your command. Why is it suddenly giving me tutorial? One of your shields is dangerously low. Oh, what? Switch to defensive action to protect that side from further damage. Oh, really? Our shield isn't low, is it? What are they talking about? Oh, the top.
Moving to defend the front, Captain. Shields down, Captain. Ability ready, Captain.
Well, what do you want me to do? The torpedoes already come out. Oh, I think I'm dead.
Shields down, Captain.
Oh no! Defend both sides.
Moving to defend the port side, Captain.
Oh, I think I'm dead.
Ability ready, Captain.
This is the first time that it's been actually difficult.
We've lost a subsystem, Captain.
Well, yeah, can't be helped, right? Needs to be repaired. Order repair action.
Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain.
If only we had Tom Paris on our side.
Ability ready, Captain. An enemy is fled, Captain.
What? Kulu has fled. Torpedo incoming.
Moving to defend the front, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain. Ability ready, Captain.
Jeez, that was the toughest battle ever. Injuries. Oh my gosh, so many injuries. Ah, so many damaged rooms. Captain, the K-Zone have been neutralized. Stand by. Talaxian vessel is approaching. The cavalry. Cullen wanted to wait, but we insisted on giving him... Cullen wanted to wait, but we insisted on giving him fair odds. Sorry, Captain. Got caught behind a crawling asteroid cluster, like trailing a tractor on a country road. Apologies, Captain. Slow but deliberate. Still, my reputation matters. Here for our delay. Thank you, Laxif. We appreciate it. Cullen's raid is ready for boarding. Lead a security team onto the ship. Get us that vertisim cord denied. And if you happen to meet Seska, bring her over. I'd love to have a little chat with my blade. Flawless victory. What do you mean? We've got 8 decks injured and like 8 casualties.
Doesn't really feel like a victory, Commander.
Taking a number of prisoners, releasing them on Hanon 4 would be frugal. However, there are prisoners whose fate you may wish to decide on an individual basis, Captain. You look good, Captain. Do you have a new haircut? Crewman Jonas, you stand accused of treason against the Federation. Seska, she manipulated me, threatened me, I have no choice. Literally, he messed up my systems. Which is completely against Actually, he's not Starfleet, he's Marquis, isn't he? I would ask Chakotay what to do at this point. Because it's his man. Forgive him, fuck it. You chose betrayal over loyalty, Mr. Jones. Though we'll forgive you, you remain aboard Voyager, but you're assigned to sanitation. You've a long road to redemption ahead. Sanitation? But I'm an engineer. I didn't work my tail off at the Marquis just to scrub toilets. Lieutenant Tuvok, please remove Mr. Jonas from my bridge. There's someone else waiting for you, Captain. Are you satisfied, woman? This is what you wanted, right? To see me broken and defeated. Your ambition has led you here. Kula, not me. But it ends now. What do you want me to do? Surrender? Beg for mercy? What does it mean by frugal? Frugal decision. Leave him to the other Kazon. Send him back, Sal. Literally injured. Kept chasing us. Murdered us. Stopped us from going home. Which one's the good Kazon? Is it here on Hanon 4? Or is it these other... Because these are the other leaders, right? I wish there was more prompts. Exile him. I don't care. No, leave you a desolate planet far away from any civilization. You confront the consequence to your choices alone. Alone, you lead me to die. Don't be so melodramatic. You'll survive, but you'll no longer be a threat to anyone. This is in the end, Janeway. Mark my words. I think Majik Kula has graced us as her present long enough. Take him away. Yeah, whatever. One last prisoner. Seska. Made me wait an eternity in that brig, Janeway. I thought you liked me. Game is over, Seska. Game is never a game of survival. Your actions have caused, yes, incredible suffering. Yep, to those who trusted you, forced them to fight their lives, I offered them a way out that led to more bloodshed. You're no better than a Kazon you manipulated. I'm Cardassian, I do not necessarily. Okay. Redemption. No. Destroy her. She's gonna manipulate her way out. Might as well confine her forever, right? But then she might escape and then murder us in our sleep. Yeah, I suppose I'll do. Yay, the warp core has been... Oh, thank goodness. Captain, a minute of your time. Once we're past Kazon territory, practically knocking on the Borg's front door. Scary stuff. Perhaps we could scout ahead to avoid any unpleasant surprises. Good idea. We'll send a probe to scout ahead. Before that, however, I'd like to say a few words to the crew. Kazon has tested us in ways we'd never imagined possible. We faced a ruthless enemy, the internal betrayal twice, and a constant struggle for survival. But through it all, we persevered. The scars of this conflict will remain. They serve as a reminder of our strength and our commitment to returning home. Oh. You're within hailing range of Razor's colony. Oh yeah, the Borg, they want us. It's like someone's eager for good news. On screen. Welcome back, Captain. How did it go? Wasn't easy. We retrieved the field generators. Splendid, Captain. This will mark the beginning of a new era on a planet, age of freedom and prosperity for our collective. Collective? Wait, collective? That sounds awfully familiar. I don't think there's a point in hiding anymore. We were all Borg. Okay, so you weren't just dumped on this planet, you were assimilated by the collective. At Wolf 359, I was a science officer aboard a Starfleet ship. 5 years ago, a storm severed our link to the collective. We woke up free, we salvaged what we could, and came to this planet. Sounds like a new beginning to me. What went wrong? The drawbacks of individuality, Captain. Instead of depending on each other, we fell back into old habits. The joy faded fast. Faced with cultures we didn't understand or were taught to hate, we turned hateful. Then came the violence. The fighting, the raids, all because of this? That's why we need the field generator to re-establish a neural link among former Borg. Linked, we had no conflict, no crime, no hunger. We lived as one in harmony. The so-called harmonious family bent on violent assimilation, Captain. I think wisely about your decision. Could be a significant asset provided proper de-Borgification is performed. It could cut our patient recovery time in half. Please, Captain, we no longer Borg. We learned. We just want to use what's good from our past to build a safe, productive community. Where is 7 of 9 of this? This is still part of a cube, right? I mean, they want to share their thoughts locally. Whereas recovery time by half, wink, 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 wink. We're not like that. I trust you will confine yourself to this planet and brings you harmony you crave. We'll beam it to you shortly. Borg laser scalpels. Captain, was this really the best course of action? Isn't individuality one of the things we should protect at all costs? It's true. If we value individuals, we must respect their choice. They know harmony comes at cost. It's this very individuality that drives them in conflict. Now they'll simply suppress it so that they can fester and grow in secret. Only time will tell. Helm, resume original course. Donations? What? A Riffian again? We did the same thing last time. All this does is give us morale. And that's it. They're not even happy. Just do it, take it, whatever. Alright, what can you hold? Is food the best one? And we switch the other smaller supplies. Yes. Oh, now I do not have to maneuver my cargo now. Oh, what a great day it is. There's so much micromanaging that it was starting to be a bit annoying. Captain, our deuterium series are reaching critical levels. At our current consumption rate, we won't be able to keep our systems running. What do you mean? I've got a billion of them, deuterium. Someone has proposed gathering some crew belongings and feeding the matter back into... No way. No way. Relieved by a decision, knowing their personal keepsakes are... yeah. That's a foolish decision. This is what I wanted to show you. Another part, what I like about this game, is the voice actors that's involved. They got the original Tuvok and Paris talked.
Personal log, Lieutenant Tuvok. Voyager has departed Kazon space, and Kulla's pursuit has ended, resulting in a statistically significant reduction in security risk.
Yay.
To commemorate this event, the captain has scheduled a celebratory gathering in the mess hall. My observation that such a gathering is illogical and inefficient, considering the enduring threats of the Delta Quadrant, was met with the suggestion to unclench. I found this directive illogical. Supplemental 1.
Your butt.
During a classified mission, Voyager acquired schematics for a 29th century mobile emitter, a device designed to remotely power holographic instances. The doctor promptly articulated an irritating enthusiasm for anticipated field operations. However, research is postponed until engineering has performed a mandatory safety check. Supplemental 2. We have lost contact with our reconnaissance probe, strongly indicating an encounter near Borg territory. The captain and commander have articulated their concern regarding the region's characteristics. Borg space offers no resources for sustainable operation, and the Borg are the greatest known existential threat to the Federation. Surrender is not a viable strategic option. The Borg's objective is exclusively assimilation.
Personal log, Lieutenant Tom Paris. All right, log's gotta be quick. There's a party in the mess hall, and I am not missing out on that cake. Kazon space is behind us. Seska and Kulla, finished. They were quite the villainous duo, I'll give them that. Kulla, the chaotic brute, Voyager's sworn enemy, constantly trying to conquer a ship with his army of mindless minions. And Seska, the manipulative femme fatale, the one truly in charge, pulling the strings in the background like a spider. Hang on, I've got it. After the party, I have to jot down some notes for my holonovel. Supplemental 1. Ever heard of a mobile emitter? Probably not. We acquired schematics for this 29th century tech that lets you power a hologram anywhere. Finally, we can drag our beloved EMH out of sickbay and onto away missions. Naturally, the party poopers down in engineering are saying the thing won't be cleared for research until their mandatory security check is done. Where's the leap of faith in completely unknown technology from the future, guys? Supplemental 2. We have lost contact with the probe we sent ahead into Borg space. Not exactly what you want to hear with your first cup of coffee.
Okay, yep, I've read it. It's the last image transmitted by the probe before it went dark. Inside of a Borg cube, the crew stares in disbelief, realizing the danger that waits ahead. This is it, Captain. Borg space. What about the probe's asymmetric data? They picked up a narrow corridor of space devoid of Borg activity. We nicknamed it the Northwest Passage. We need safeguards against assimilation. Doctor, I could bore you with the nuances, but I know you want to get to the point. I need Borg nanoprobes, something even my brilliance can't replicate yet. A derelict Borg vessel would be the best bet. We consider if the opportunity arise. Redouble your efforts. This is top priority. Captain, I think I need your help. Since we've been approaching Borg space, I've been experiencing visions. I saw Borg, dozens of them dead. When I saw the destruction of Voyager, These be premonitions, Tuvok? Possibly, perhaps the latent telepathic powers of our species are finally manifesting. It'd be beneficial for us to have a mentor, as such power can be unpredictable. As the only other telepath on board, I'm the logical choice. However, the Borg situation may require undivided attention. Oh man, Tuvok is the best phaser guy in the galaxy. And Cass is really good too, you know? Let's just get to it. Keep an eye on Cass, guide her. Yes, Captain, I shall create a meditation plan for Cass. Thank you both. I hope it won't be too much burden. Now that's all. Captain, long-range sensors are picking up transport signatures closing in. Red alert. Details, Ensign. No way. Green pale debris is shattered Borg cubes and drone corpses. Who or what is capable of such an act? I'm picking a few erratic life signs. Captain, we might just find our ticket through Borg space, an ally. He's always optimistic. Indeed, Ensign, powerful ally. Scan for any vessels in the vicinity. Picking up bio readings to come from the outer hull of a Borg cube. Magnify. The hull of a Borg cube is covered in unsettling organic mass. Is it friend or foe? Definitely organic, but our sensors can't penetrate its surface. Space-dwelling organism? Biological weapon? I think it might be dangerous. We're definitely not beaming it on board. It will drain our systems like a parasite, right? Impervious to our technology. Is there an atmosphere inside the cube? Affirmative. To get over a number of erratic Borg life signs. Assemble an away team. Top priority. Extract nanoprobes for the doctor and get a short-range scan of that biomass. Unfortunately, these two are the best at medical and phasers. So sadly, they're not coming with us. Hundreds of dead drones, captains. A few survivors, but they're harmless. How do we proceed with the nanoprobe extraction? Damaged drone stumbles it towards the container, enters its tubule, shedding considerable amount of nanoprobes. Blocked by debris. See, they're both tired. They can't be double tired, can they? Oh, they can. Oh man, he's so tired. Harry Kim finds a hidden corridor leading to a service tunnel. The team ends up circling behind the drones, remaining unnoticed. Captain, we found the organic structure. Tricorder suggests it's hollow, but we can't tell anything else. Poor Harry Kim's like involved in everything. Calibrate, which yields valuable data. The team identifies the biomass as an unknown alien spaceship. How could such a small ship cause so much damage? The Borg must have more data on these aliens, but how do we acquire it? Both knackered. Chakotay has done nothing. I should have chosen someone else. Sounds complete set of combat logs. Wait, noises coming closer. Whatever it is sounds angry. Orders? Oh man, look at that. If Tuvok was here. Nah. Run away! Team sprints to the beam out coordinates where a massive creature appears charging at them. His strikes splashing acidic goo all over them as they beam back to Voyager. They're injured. Captain, this bioship is powering up like it's charging some kind of weapon. If it can destroy Borg cubes, I think it's best to flee, right? Get us out of here. Maximum warp. Direct hit from the bioship. Shields are gone. Firepower is completely outmatches us. Thank goodness we got out of here. Jumping into warp. Can we outrun it? It's not pursuing, Captain. Okay. That was close. Too close. Captain, the meditation session has ended prematurely. Not entirely voluntarily, I must add. I had another vision, Captain. Vivid, horrible. Just in the moments we were attacked. I could hear its thoughts. The pilot of the bioship is a telepathic. They're a telepathic species. It's them we should be worried about, not the Borg. What did it say? The weak will perish. At least we know whether it's friend or foe. Helm, let's put some distance between us and them. Scorpion. I've analyzed the creature's residue in the uniforms. The results are concerning to say the least. Composed of alien cells with a rather voracious appetite for organic matter. To put it bluntly, it's a bioweapon that devours its victims. Can we fight it? I'm afraid we can only avoid it. My attempts to heal infected test tissue have so far proved ineffective. Any approach I've tried, chemical, biological, technological, they're instantly rejected and destroyed by the cells. That's why the Borg can't assimilate them. Resistance in this case is far from futile. Nevertheless, I believe an army of Borg nanoprobes might do the trick. At first they were no match for the alien cells, but I've reprogrammed them to remain undetected and target and eradicate the infection. Unfortunately, I'm only the prototype stage. Nah. Intriguing. Think of the possibilities for enhancing our own immune system. Captain, your enthusiasm is unexpected but valid. Maybe the reprogrammed probes could be useful against the bioships we encountered. In any case, we need to reproduce more nanoprobes if you intend to keep facing these creatures in the future. Start right away, Doctor. Borg space is dangerous enough without the added threat of biological warfare. We need to be prepared. Janeway to engineering. Any update on the Borg logs? It's coming on nicely, Captain. We'll have them cracked open in no time. Lieutenant, I expect a full analysis of data as soon as possible. We need to understand what we're dealing with. Captain, I additionally require Borg biosamples to perfect the adaptive reprogramming of the nanoprobes. 6 should suffice. I recommend we collect them from dead drones and debris fields. Wow. Hey Captain, good news. Safety check on that 29th century tech done. Mobile emitters a go. 100% compatible with the Doctor. No damage. Yay. Can hit the ground running with the research. Our Doctor's finally going to be able to go on away missions. Secure the samples for the Doctor. 2 samples secured. Recommend a shuttle. Again. 75% chance is not bad. That tractor beam's rubbish. Keep samples on board again. Failure, no. 88, that was an 80% chance, right? Crazy. Captain, I've analyzed the Borg logs. The Borg refers to this thing as species 8472. Over the past 5 months, they've relentlessly attacked the Borg. Anything about their origin? Yes, but it's complicated. The Northwest Passage is clear of the Borg activity for a very good reason. This is where the bioships appear from. We have picked up signs of 133 bioships that number keeps rising. Wow. Captain, I believe I can shed some light on their intentions. Did you pick up something from them again? I can hear them. They come from a place where they're alone. Nothing else lives there. A parallel universe? I don't know. The weak will perish again and again. They intend to destroy everything. Janeway to sickbay. Are the nanoprobes ready? Yes, Captain. We're now prepared for all eventualities. Finally, some good news. I want you to explore the offensive capabilities of the probes, Doctor. They could attack species 8472 on a microscopic level. In theory, yes, but it's still the experimental stage, Captain. Besides, I'm a physician, not a... That's for times, Doctor. That's for measures. We may even need to consider a deal with the devil. The devil, Captain? You don't mean. The Borg. We offered them a way to victory. In return, we get safe passage through their space. Catherine, you can't be serious. Don't talk to me about risky alliances. Defend yourself with logic. Just in case, you know. Situation's unique. To our knowledge, the Borg have never been so threatened. I think we can take advantage of that. Even if the Borg agree, how long would they keep up there in the bargain? We should let them fight it out. In the meantime, there's plenty of Delta Quadrant to explore. We may find another way home. Oh wow, this is a big decision. What can we say about this? This is like Mass Effect level decision. One enemy considers all life to be weaker than them, therefore he wants to obliterate them. The second enemy wants to assimilate all life. How can you work with one or the other? To be honest, I just had a thought. There are good Borg and bad Borg, right? And then Picard dealt with some good Borg in his day, though he got assimilated by them. We'll find our way home. Very well then, I trust your judgment as first officer, but we keep nanoprobes just in case. Thank you for reconsidering, Captain. Nothing could ever good come bargaining with the Borg. My father used to tell a story. A scorpion was walking along a river, wondering how to get to the other side. Suddenly he saw a fox. I remember him saying this in the TV series. He asked the fox to take him across the river. The fox said, "No, if I do that, you'll sting me and I'll drown." The scorpion assured him that if he did that, they'll both drown, so the fox finally agreed. But halfway across the river, the scorpion stung him. The fox turned to the scorpion and said, "Why'd you do that? Now you'll drown too." "I couldn't help it," said the scorpion. "It's my nature." Yeah, he said it. But a fitting parable, yet I believe a scorpion can be negotiated if there's enough incentive. Lieutenant Paris, set a course through the Borg territory. We'll forge our own path. There's not much food here, is there? It's all devoid of organic life. But luckily, we have all these facilities to generate so much food, so we're actually in a surplus of food. We don't even need this. Very complete. We can't even hold it.
We are the Borg. You will be selected.
Captain, we're being scanned. Sensor readings indicate Borg vessels on approach. You can't bargain with the Borg. We'll see what they say, right? No, actually, they already said resistance is futile. Right, the Borg. We might use some photon torpedoes.
Shields destroyed, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain. Enemy is surrendered, Captain.
They surrender? When? I panicked. I thought they were going to be like the TV show and ridiculously strong. So I fired so many photon torpedoes. We repelled the Borg attack, but we are the Borg. You'll be assimilated. Resistance is futile. Voyager's narrow escape buys them nothing. The Borg signature greeting echoes throughout the ship. This time they are trapped. 3 Borg probes have them surrounded. This survival is dwindling. They're relentless, Captain. We can't hold them off much longer. Remain calm. We still have an ace up our sleeve. Captain. Oh, it's a Borg sphere. Crud. That's where the Queen lives. We are the Borg. You'll be assimilated. Blah, 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 blah. I didn't try your way. Commander, now we'll do it my way. Open the channel. Borg vessel. This is Catherine Janeway of the Starship Voyager. I have tactical information about species 8472. I want to negotiate. Negotiation is relevant. You will be assimilated. You cannot afford to risk losing the information we gathered. I'll initiate a self-destruct sequence rather than be assimilated. We're being tracked to the planet, Captain. It's fully assimilated. Remain calm. We can't fight them. Caught in the Borg tractor beam, Voyager is pulled down to the assimilated planet. A chilling green glow illuminates the faces of the crew. As the sight of a giant Borg planet fills the view screen, a sense of dread fills the bridge. However, the captain is determined to negotiate safe passage. State your demands. Safe passage through your space. Once we're beyond the Borg territory, I'll give you our research. Unacceptable. Require the technology now. If I give it to you now, you'll assimilate us. Species 8472 must be stopped. Our survival is your survival. Give us the technology. No, safe passage or no deal. State your proposal. We combine our resources. You're still going to need time to develop technology once you acquired it. Together we can create the weapon more quickly. If you escort us through your space. Report. A bioship has emerged in our vicinity. It's headed for the planet. 8 more bioships have appeared. Oh my gosh, there goes your planet. Come to a halt, Captain. This looks like this is it. We've considered your proposal. Your terms are acceptable. We'll send a representation to your group. Designate an individual who will cooperate them. Alana. Tuvok is strong. He should be able to handle himself, but I don't want him to be at risk. He's a security guy. Come on. Lieutenant Tuvok, you're most likely to keep a cool head. Keep a close eye on any side of trouble. You neutralize the threat. Understood, Captain. Very well, Borg vessel. Send over your representative. It's 7. The Borg arrive. 3 Borg drones materialize on the bridge. Suspicious and unease fill the air as the crew struggles to accept the presence of their new allies. 7 of 9. Tertiary adjunct of Unimatrix 01. You may call me 7 of 9. I speak for the Borg. Yay! She's finally here. Welcome aboard. I'm Catherine Janeway. You're proposing a large-scale weapon. We concur. We thought you might. We could encase the nanoprobes in some of our photon torpedoes, turning to biomolecular warheads. Your torpedoes are inadequate. They lack the necessary range and dispersive force. We propose a multi-connected neutronic mine, 5 million isoton yield. That's larger than what we had in mind. An explosion of that size would impact the entire star system. Correct, a 5 light-year radius. Holy moly. That would require approximately 50 trillion nanoprobes. Replication would take several weeks. 53,270 million and 90 million one to be precise. Let's just... She doesn't understand sarcasm. No, the Borg are losing. You don't want any further delay. You will work with what we give you. You are individuals. You think in small terms. However, the present situation requires that we consider your plan. Voyager's Class 6 photon torpedoes, explosive yield of 200 isotons should suffice. You have detailed knowledge of our weapons? We are Borg, naturally. We should provide the Borg with a designated cargo bay to work in. Secured and monitored closely to prevent any unauthorized access to Voyager's systems. Agreed. Make it cargo bay 2. Tuvok, get to work with 7 of 9. If a single drone steps 1 millimeter out of that cargo bay, I'll decompress the entire deck. Again. 38 people ill. Please. Right. Get the doctor back on board here, please. Can we get them all healthy in time? Free sick bay sounds a bit crazy. Man, our food is never going down. I'm afraid I don't have good news regarding Kes. No. She died in the show, I remember. Her telepathic visions are increasing in frequency and intensity. They're getting worse, Captain. Can barely sleep. We need to get to the bottom of these visions. If there's any psychological cause for Kes's visions, I'll find it. Thank you, Captain. I appreciate your concern. I'm picking up gravimetric distortions of biochimic. Oh no, it's coming. Red alert battle stations. They're fast. Where are the Borg when you need them? Wow. Should just ram it. Captain, the cube, it sacrificed itself for us. The cube is irrelevant. We cannot allow the nanoprobes to be destroyed. We can't condemn them. I was expected, but the Borg know what's at stake. We are Borg, it was necessary. You can't be serious. Those drones were people assimilated against their will. They had families, lives. Your emotional response was irrelevant. We must complete nanoprobe production. Additional bioships mirrors may come. I hate to admit it, she's right. Resume production. Nanoprobe production complete, Captain. Given the damage caused by a single bioship, your safety remains precarious. To enhance your defensive capabilities, we'll provide schematics for Borg ablative. Oh my god, why can't I say this word? Ablative hull armor. Shield integration will enhance survivability in your next encounter as species 84721. Our next encounter? I have no intention of encountering species 8472 again. We'll provide you with torpedoes and depart from your territory as soon as possible. Acknowledge, Captain. We're merely addressing the hypothetical possibility of further encounters. Yeah, they come to use it against us, isn't it? But we're gonna get blown up if we don't. Need every advantage we get, including that module. We're integrating it. Borg armor module unlocked. Okay. State Captain, a big one. Our food is so good that we don't even need it anymore. I might dismiss these two and then build another sick bay. Sick bay to Captain after some disturbing news. It's Cass, isn't it? Every time she has a vision, specific regions of her brain go into a state of hyperstimulation. Memory engrams, perceptual centers. I think we have to consider the possibility that species 8472 is trying to probe into her mind to access her memory. How are you holding up, Kes? It's as if those creatures are right here in the room. I can't block them out. I'm scared, Captain. I strongly advise you to take Kes out of range of species 8472. Unaddressed, this could have severe neurological consequences. And yes, it does. To come, right? Production to more heads is complete. Good. Paris, located nearest Borg vessel, and helms unresponsive. Engines offline. We're dead in the water. Unauthorized access in cargo bay 2, Captain. The Borg. The bridge to cargo bay 2. Stop what you're doing or depressurize that deck and blow you out of space. Final warning. Denied. The course of the war requires we modify our agreement. We'll steer the ship into species 8472's domain. You will comply and test the warheads if you wish to survive. Captain, the access to deflector controls. Voyager is emitting a resonant graviton beam. It's creating a singularity. It's not a major choice. Vent the cargo bay now. I'm locked out of atmospheric control. I knew it. Tracing back the signal. The hour module. It says backdoor access. Didn't they do this in the show too? where are we? Voyager finds itself in a bizarre fluidic realm, a swirling expanse of brown and green. The crew wonders what dangers this strange new space holds. We appear to have crossed an interdimensional rift. Captain Janeway, we have entered the domain of species 8472 fluidic space. They know we're here. A fleet of bioships is already converging in our position. We will put the newly developed warheads to the test. This was your plan all along, wasn't it? Us fighting your war. How can a Borg open a portal to fluidic space? We are Borg. We assimilate that knowledge. There's more to it. You started this war, didn't you? Tried to conquer the new territory, but they fought back. A species as malevolent as your own. Species 8472's resilience is superior. They're the apex of biological evolution. Their assimilation will add greatly to our own perfection. Bit off more than you can chew, and now you need our help. You have one option. Demonstrate the effectiveness of your warheads, then we'll keep our end of the bargain and open the portal back to the Delta Quadrant. I'll discuss my crew. Individuals, discuss all you want. You have no alternatives. Contact us when you come to that conclusion. I don't believe a word you said, Captain. Remember the Scorpion and Fox? I do. What's your proposal, Commander? We play our part. After they bring us out of the Delta Quadrant, we eliminate them. Sting them after they bring us over the river? We'd be no better than the Scorpion. These Borg were once normal people. You're right. We could sever the link to the Collective. It's been done before. We shall need a card. Yay! Maybe. Brief Lieutenant Lanny about it, and keep it discreet. Should the Borg betray us, use the code word Scorpion. If you hear it, act. Understood. Everyone, listen up. There's a tough battle ahead, and I intend to win it. We show species 8472 what they're up against. If they have any sense of self-preservation, they'll back off. We're in agreement. Captain, Kessa's telepathic abilities are developing rapidly. She crushed a hypospray with the power of her mind. Such uncontrolled psionic energy possesses a danger to ship and crew. I propose intensifying our meditation sessions to help her gain control. Your vital to Cass will handle tactical. Focus on helping her control abilities. Aye, Captain. Completed initial calibration of the biomolecular warheads. Not a moment too soon. One bioship approaching our position.
Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain.
Looks like it worked. Not so invincible after all, eh? Prototype shows promise, but the test is not yet complete. Holy, she's right. More bioships incoming. Captain, we're hopelessly outnumbered. Not entirely without hope, Lieutenant. Deploy another volley of warheads. Let's end this. Whoa, 5.
What are your orders, Captain?
They're retreating, Captain. We actually pulled it off. I think we've made our point. 7 of 9. Open the portal now. We will comply. Phew, never thought it's good to be back in the Delta Quadrant. Captain, Kessa's condition has stabilized. The psionic attacks have ceased. It's suddenly so quiet. They're gone. All the voices. All remaining bioships in the Delta Quadrant returning to their realm. The Borg have prevailed. With our help, now it's your turn. Give us safe passage through Borg space. Unacceptable. The alliance is terminated. Your ship and crew will be assimilated. Resistance is futile. 7 of 9 turns on the crew. Security phaser fire bounces off the Borg shields as she plunges her assimilation tubules into the helm's console. He's trying to access her coordinates. Scorpion! Overwhelm her physically. 90% chance. Overload her neurotransceiver. Spinal column T11, T12. Go. Ah! He's unconscious, Captain. 7 of 9's separation from the collective appears to have triggered a chain reaction. The other drones aboard Voyager have lost consciousness. Get into sickbay. Helm, get us out of Borg space. Maximum warp. Captain, our Borg guest is rejecting its implants. It appears the separation of the collective has triggered this reaction. She's dying. Have to remove the implants, but some of them replace vital organs. She may not survive the procedure. Do it. The Borg laser scalpel should make the surgery easier. Captain, the surgery was a success. 7 of 9 is stable and recovering. While some Borg implants remain, they no longer pose a threat to her health. She is, shall we say, mostly human again. A green homeless icon indicate you have Borg crew without accommodation. For Borg, you need to build alcoves instead of crew quarters. I use the same procedure on the other Borg. Looks like a crew is about to get a few more interesting members. 3 ex-Borg joined. May I talk to her? Yes, she's conscious, but quite upset. Well, actually, given the consequences. Captain Janeway, what have you done? I cannot hear the others. The voices are gone. We had to remove your cortical implant. 7. It was necessary to save your life. You returned this drone to the Borg. That's not possible, but I'm offering you a place on Voyager, a chance to rediscover your individuality. Do not understand, I am Borg. I have no individuality. There's more to you than that, 7. You were once human. I can help you find her again. I am unsure. To learn who I was, it was intriguing. We'll do anything we can to help. What's your name before you're in the simulation? Annika Hansen. But I'm not that person. I was and still am Borg. My name is 7 of 9. As you wish, 7. Captain, one of our other Borg patients is eager to talk to you. I have not introduced myself. I was 9 of 9. But that does not seem to fit anymore. You may call me just 9. Verbal communication is strange. Well, I mean, I'm unaccustomed to it. It feels liberating. You're doing better than I expected. Thank you, Captain. Being Borg, it feels like an eternity. I know I wasn't part of the collective as long as the others, and now we are lost. We are severed you from the collective 9, but I can't help feel responsible. You're welcome to stay aboard Voyager. We'll find a place for you and the others. Perhaps that is acceptable. Perhaps anywhere can be home. It will take time to adjust, become useful. I'm sure you will, 9. You're really going to allow Borg access to the bridge? That puts Voyager's systems at risk, Captain. We severed a connection. We're responsible for them. 7. Please excuse the Commander's apprehension. His concerns are irrelevant. I will demonstrate my utility. Charming. 7 of 9. Knowledge of the Borg is invaluable, especially since we're in their territory. We're vulnerable, and with species 8472 no longer a threat to the Borg, we need a solution, and we need it fast. 7. Your first official duty is to analyze this sector and find a way out. A wormhole, anomaly, anything, even a temporal rift. I saw a wormhole. I will comply, Captain. Good, maintain course. Yellow alert. Shield matrix unlocked. Yay, finally we got some unlocks. I've detected an anomaly that warrants your attention. Strong energy, fluid fluctuation inside sickbay. Readings deviate from normal parameters. Sickbay to the bridge. Something's going on with Kes. Security now. Oh no. Tuvok to the bridge. Kes' body's phasing in and out of material existence. Her vital signs are erratic. Kes, fight it. Keep yourself together. Something important is happening to me. I want to explore it, but I'm a danger to all of you. Kes, listen to me. You've worked with Tuvok. You've learned to control your abilities. Focus that training. Focus your inner strength. Captain, I can feel the energy. It's overwhelming, but I can shape it. Captain, the energy level continues to rise, but at a controlled pace. I understand now. This isn't an ending. It's a new beginning. Are you alright, Kes? More than alright, Kes. I'm finally... more than alright, Captain. I'm finally who I'm supposed to be. I have a gift for Voyager. Oh no. I think this is when she leaves. Kes unleashes a wave of raw psychic energy, engulfing Voyager in a blinding light. Her power surges through the ship, pushing her abilities and the vessel to their limits. So she's the original Kerrigan, I feel. Congratulations! You move on to the next sector. Sector 7. Report, where are we? You've got to be kidding me. We're 9.5 thousand light years from where we just were, Captain. Impossible. That means we're 10 years closer at home. Kes has delivered us from Borg space. Janeway to sickbay. How's Kes, Doctor? Captain, whatever transformation Kes went through left her in critical state. Oh no! Her neural pathways have undergone massive damage. I can't tell you how long her recovery will take. Do your best, Doctor. Keep us posted. Alright everyone, listen up. We might be clear of Borg space, but we still need to proceed with caution. Captain, I took the liberty of performing a ship-wide systems analysis. Your stellar cartography is primitive. Bringing up to Borg standards would be beneficial for navigating uncharted regions of space. No thanks, we had enough of Borg standard. Borg astrometric sensors can scan billions of stars simultaneously, calculating your position with far greater accuracy. It It would expedite your return home. I appreciate your initiative, 7. It's certainly an intriguing idea. Ensign, I'd like you to contribute to this upgrade. Combine Starfleet ingenuity and Borg efficiency. Keep me apprised of your progress. In the meantime, let's take a look at this sector. That's
Personal
romantic.
log, Lieutenant Tuvok. Kess's psionic abilities resulted in a spatial jump which propelled Voyager over 10,000 light years, a quantifiable strategic improvement in our primary objective. However, Kess remains unconscious, with an uncertain recovery timeline. Her recovery is logically of significant importance to me. As her mentor, I find myself evaluating all variables: her inherent potential, my instructional methodology, and the magnitude of her exertion. While logic indicates the event was unavoidable, the questions persist. Could more have been done? Could I have better prepared her?
Nah, I put you
It
in
is
her care for so
vexing.
long.
Supplemental. Per the captain's order, we are commencing the enhancement of stellar cartography, utilizing Borg technology. Our new ex-Borg personnel guarantee significant benefits for the journey home and for Starfleet data acquisition. Despite immense security concerns, protocol violations, and evident crew unease, the captain remains resolute.
Personal log, Lieutenant Tom Paris. How do I even begin to describe that? Kess almost went supernova, hurling us 10,000 light years clean out of Borg space? Yeah, that's the most coherent summary I can manage. Trouble is, Kess is out cold in sickbay. The doctor's quiet, which means it's serious. Too bad our replicators can't whip up a bouquet of flowers. Though knowing Kess, she'd probably prefer a potted tomato plant over a bunch of dying flora. Honestly, Tuvok probably worked some kind of Vulcan miracle there. Without him, Kess would have just been a ticking time bomb with those powers. On the brighter side, this whole Borg escapade is giving me plenty of material. A new chapter for my holo novel is practically writing itself. Invaders from the Ninth Dimension. Just need to nail down the title. The Space Saga of Captain Galaxy. Nah, feels a bit clunky. Maybe Kess will have a better suggestion. Supplemental. Apparently the captain wants to enhance stellar cartography with Borg technology. Whether Voyager gets assimilated or not, the blinking green lights will tell us soon enough.
Fair enough. You know, there's something that's scratching me a little bit in terms of the voiceover side. You can tell that this is pretty much one take, and there's microphone issues, like it's not properly treated, there's plosives and whatever, but I don't know. I guess they couldn't get these guys to the studio or whatever, so they just had them record with whatever they had. Yeah, interesting tidbit. Captain, there's someone here who wants to see you. Oh, Cass is so fully recovered. It's good to be back. Cass, my love, you did truly well. Yes, what you did, moving Voyager out of Borg space like that, it was astonishing. Thank you. I felt a surge, Captain, more power than I've ever known. It pushed Voyager further than I thought possible. With that kind of exertion, I won't be able to replicate it. Not again. Not again, but are you alright? I am. My abilities have changed. The raw powers and depths, jumps, but I have more control now. A clear understanding of my evolution. Cass's psionic inhibitors experienced significant depletion. You could say her psychic battery has been drained permanently. I'm just grateful you're well, Cass. Your evolution is truly remarkable. I'm simply glad to continue this voyage with you, Captain. There's still so much to discover, and I want to be part of it. She's back. Stellar cartography upgrades complete, Captain. May I introduce our new astrometrics lab? Impressive. You have the gratitude of the entire crew, but is it as efficient as 7 promised? More efficient, Captain. We plotted a new course home. 7, would you do the honors? By my estimates, this trajectory will eliminate 5 years from your journey. However, there's more. When I was calibrating the astrometric sensors, I detected something that may have be particular interest to you, Captain. The USS Prometheus, really? An impossible image shimmers on the astrometric screen. A Federation starship, seemingly within visual range, when it should be thousands of light years away in the Alpha Quadrant. How is this possible? A wave of confusion washes over the crew. I like the shape of this ship. This ship is in the Alpha Quadrant, the USS Prometheus. By linking it to an abandoned alien relay station, I acquired readings from the entire network. Prometheus is within range of a sensor at the edge of the Alpha Quadrant. Stunning discovery. A network of ancient relay stations spanning vast distances across the galaxy, even reaching the Alpha Quadrant. Excitement shines in the eyes of the crew. Could this be the long-awaited connection to home? Can we use the network to transmit a message? As our carrier wave moves along the network, it may be degrading. However, we could send a holographic program to Doctor through the network to the Prometheus. He would not degrade so quickly. You want to send me alone across the galaxy? When I requested more away missions, this isn't exactly what I had in mind. Based on archival data, we could generate hollow duplicates of other crew members who could join you. Highly experimental, but would allow us to plead our case in person. Having someone plead our case in person could be more effective than standard message. Alright, this could be a chance to do it. Okay, I think a good time to call it now. Oh, apologies if you're just tuning in. Yep, 13 hours is a very long stream. But longest I've ever done, I think. Right, take care guys. Have a good night. And, good day, I should say. And ciao.